Hello, this is Professor TK the Chemist, and today we're going to do some problem sets on significant digits. This seems to be a problem with a lot of students when they're trying to figure out how do I know what a significant digit is versus what's not. So let's get into it right now. Here we go. In order to determine whether or not a measurement is accurate or precise, we must rely on the instrument that produced it. So when we talk about significant digits, we have to remember a couple of things. Number one, all digits 1 through 9 are significant. So for instance, if I have a number like 354, 3, 5, and 4, all three of those numbers are significant. There are 3 significant digits within that number. Number two, zeros between significant digits are always significant. So for instance, if I have 3009 or 3009, all 4 of those numbers are significant. The zeros are sandwiched in between 2 other numbers that are also significant. Therefore, the zeros have to be included in that. So 3009, all 4 of those numbers are significant. Number 3, trailing zeros in a number are significant only if the number contains a decimal point. So for instance, if I give you 100.0, all 4 of those numbers are significant because there's a decimal present before and after zero, plus there's a number 1. And those zeros are considered trailing. Think of a decimal as an engagement ring. When there's inclusivity there, we cannot falter from that, okay? So let's say that I've given you 100 and there is no decimal present. There is no engagement ring present. Well, only thing that's significant is the number 1. And so in that case, the 1 would be the only digit that's significant. So you have a number 100, there's no decimal present, the 1 is the only significant digit. Rule number 4, zeros in the beginning of a number whose only function is to place the decimal point are not significant. Trailing zeros are not significant at all. Let's go through this example. Suppose I give you a number like 0.00079. The numbers that come before the 7, the zeros that is, does not count. But the moment you hit the 7 and any numbers between 1 and 9 count. So the only numbers that you see here that are significant are the 7 and 9. Those 2 numbers are significant. And number 5, zeros following a decimal and a significant digit are significant. Zeros following a decimal and significant digits are significant. So for instance, if I give you 0.000380, the 3, the 8, and the 0 are all significant. The zeros that come before the 3 does not count. However, in this next example, if I give you 0.38000, the moment you hit the 3 and any number that comes after it, including zeros, all count. So in this case, we have 5 significant digits. Now, let's do some examples, and I'm gonna let you try them, and let's see what we get from this point. In our first number, we have 0.03. Remember the rule. The rule says if you have zeros that come before a significant digit, the only number that counts is the first number that you come to that's between 1 and 9. So in this first example of 0.03, you only have 1 significant digit. Look at the next one. 0.030. The 3 and the 0 that comes after the 3 are the only two numbers that are significant. Number 3, 701. All three of those numbers count. Therefore, you have 3 significant digits. And remember, the 0 is actually sandwiched in between the 7 and the 1, therefore it counts. Look at number 4, 701.0. If you recall the rule, it says that when there's a decimal present and it's after a significant digit and there's a 0 involved, all of those numbers count. So the 7, the 0, the 1, and the 0 are all significant. And the last one, 5,000. There isn't a decimal involved. It's 5,000. Therefore, you only have 1 significant digit. Your turn. You can try the others, and the answers will be posted at the end of this video. You can pause, work on the other problems, 6 through 12, and then the answers will be revealed at the end. And here are your answers for the rest of the problems. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out to me. We're going to have another video that deals with significant digits when it comes to adding and subtracting versus multiplying and dividing. Have a great one. Don't forget to subscribe, comment, share, and like this video, and stay tuned for many more. Have a great day of excellence. Signing out, Professor TK the Chemist.